This year's valedictorian, Connor Brennan, is the son of John and Patricia Brennan of 12 Genevieve Lane. Connor is graduating with a remarkable grade point average of 5.148, the highest ever attained by a Bartlett graduate. In his high school career, which included 9 advanced placement courses and 4 college courses at Nichols College, he has never received a grade of less than an A. He is the recipient of the Worcester County Superintendent's Award, the Telegram and Gazette Student Achiever Award, the Boaters of Webster Lake Scholarship, the Webster Dudley Oxford Chamber Scholarship, and the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Nichols Honors Academy. He has served as president of the class of 2018 all 4 years. He has been a member of the football team, the golf team, and the outdoor track team. He is a member of the show choir and the jazz band, and has been selected for the district choir and the all-state choir. In addition, he has been a 4-year member and captain of the mock trial team, and along with Dylan Thomas, he has recently represented the BHS DECA Club at the National DECA Competition in Atlanta, Georgia. His leadership in the community is equally impressive. He has worked in the Massachusetts State House as a legislative intern, was selected as a member of the Congressional Youth Council for our district, and served as a member of the Student Advisory Council for the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. His teachers and friends describe him as highly motivated, hardworking, energetic, determined, and enthusiastic. Connor will be attending Georgetown University in the fall, majoring in political science with intentions of pursuing a career in politics. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2018, Mr. Connor Brennan.
Well, this is giving me a strong sense of deja vu right now. Thank you, Mr. Knowlton, for the wonderful introduction. In the class of 2018, we made it. As a group, we started from the bottom. Now it looks like the whole team's here. Before I get too far into this, I have a few people to thank. I'd like to thank my friends and my family for their constant love and support and the impact they've had on my life. I'm especially grateful for my grandmother, whose perseverance, kindness, and wisdom gave me so many of my values and a lasting drive to change the world. I know you always look forward to seeing this moment, and it hurts to see your empty chair. But, well, I think you got a great bird's eye view.
Really? Ricardo.
Now, I guess I'm supposed to give some transformative life advice or wisdom with this
You didn't
speech,
graduate?
as if a high GPA actually qualifies me for that.
I thought
I'd like to first recognize that I'm probably not the best person to achieve that goal. It is without a doubt that many of the graduates behind me have lived more in their 18 years of life than many adults do in 80 years. A human soul is not measured by grade point averages or college acceptances. It's measured by the content of one's heart and the grit and determination of their spirit. That being said, I'm nonetheless honored to have this opportunity to share a few words at this special occasion, as we all look forward to the next chapter of our lives. So if I'm going to impart some wisdom upon this crowd, it only feels fitting to begin with wisdom once given to me. From my classes, I reckon I could rattle off dozens of historical facts or mathematical formulas. But by far, the greatest lesson ever taught to me came from my AP chemistry class. It was a lesson of entropy. Not enthalpy, and not empathy, entropy. Now, if you've never heard of that, I'm certain any AP chemistry student could totally tell you what entropy means. Right, guys? Any takers? Nope? All right. Hey, there you go, Patrick. Well, besides Patrick, I'm all alone up here. Entropy is defined as the thermodynamic quantity representing the unavailability of a system's thermal energy, blah, 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 and I'm not going to bore you with the rest. Because Miss O'Connell, she had a much better definition. She explained it simply as the universe favors disorder, and that's all we had to remember. And that little piece of learning always stuck with me, because our worlds will always favor disorder. Now, not just in the physical sense of chemistry and molecules and the like, but in the personal and life sense. The second we believe our worlds to be stable is the second we are lying to ourselves. The world is anything but static. Life is anything but static. Our worlds have always been, and always will be, in perpetual motion, whether it be by our personal lives or the nation and world around us. The skies fall down many times over a lifetime, but we are not defined by the disorder of our low points. Rather, we're defined by what we do with that disorder and our recovery. You can't break life into pretty little perfect equations or foolproof templates. There's no theorem for how to reach success, and there's certainly no definition to achieving happiness. Life will throw everything and anything it can at you, and you never know what it will throw next or when it will throw it. When disorder hits your life, and it will, many times, embrace it. Don't burden yourself over trying to control every little detail, and then suffer when things inevitably do not go according to plan. Instead, go with the flow, adapting to bring color into your life. With every experience, do not look longingly towards the past, but with hope and conviction in the future and present. It's never about what you've lost or what may have collapsed. It's about what may be built and what is to gain. When our houses of cards fall down, it's simply an invitation to build a grander, much more ambitious construction. Life is about taking steps forward. Look upon every disadvantage that arises and challenge yourself to turn it into an asset. It's all about the perspective you take into a situation. And right now, we stand on the precipice of disorder. The second those diplomas reach our hands, we kiss away a familiar 18-year-long chapter of our lives, flipping to a new, uncharted, untested page. Our lives are about to change dramatically. There will be no more rushing into school at 7:24 to avoid that tardy earning you the ADP, or wondering why in the world the school blocked whatever website you were trying to use. Legitimately, of course. Our bouts of senioritis will have ended, and we will be instead inflicted with a wonderful new ailment called bills to pay. So as we enter into the unknown and face its many trials, I encourage us all to revel in the disorder of it all, and face it with a confident smile and open mind. Always draw back from the collective lessons we've taught each other, because they're a strong foundation upon which to build a life. Yes, stand strongly for what you believe, but never be so rigid that the winds of fate break you. Adapt to new situations, and most importantly, be happy. A life without happiness is a life only existed, not lived. As Mr. Constantine is fond of saying, carpe diem. Do not let a single moment of life pass you by as you stand stubbornly clutching to concrete plans. Take in the beauty of every second and drink every last drop of the lives we were given. So Bartlett Class 2018, we made it through high school and all the schooling before that. We even get a fancy piece of paper to show for it. That's the best part. Spend your lives proving the impossible possible and making the doubters into believers. With every obstacle we face, overcome as we always have. Congratulations to the Class 2018, and I wish you the best with everything.